AI agents sounds complicated. When people talk about them, they mention automation, workflows, memory, tools, background tasks, and suddenly, it feels like something only developers can build. That's probably why most people never even try making one. But in this video, I'm going to prove that wrong. I'm building an AI agent from scratch, like literally. No finished ideas, no templates, and definitely no coding. And by the end of this video, you'll see that building an AI agent is not as scary as it looks. You just need a clear process. Since I'm building this from scratch, I need to have ideas about the agent I want first. So what I'm going to do is ask ChatGPT to generate ideas for me. I'm going to start with a simple prompt. I need 10 creative AI agent ideas that are useful for almost every person. The agent should be customizable, able to run in the background, clean, and organized. I'm planning to build one using Adaptive AI. Now, Adaptive AI is what I'm going to use to turn the prompt into an agent. You'll see that later on. But for now, I'm going to paste this into ChatGPT. But again, the goal here is not to get the perfect idea immediately. The goal is to get options. So now, I look through the ideas and choose one that is useful, simple enough to build, and flexible enough to work for different people. After looking at the 10 ideas, the one that stood out to me was a live dashboard agent. The reason I picked this is simple. First, it can be used by almost anyone. Also, it's easy to understand, but still useful enough to build as an AI agent. So now that I have the idea, the next step is turning it into a full prompt for Adaptive AI. But before that, I asked ChatGPT that I want the live dashboard agent. And after all the details about the agent was shown, I sent this prompt. I want you to make this into a full prompt structured for the best results when pasting to Adaptive AI. Now look at this. ChatGPT already gave me a full prompt that I can copy and paste into Adaptive AI. So now the only thing I need to do is copy this prompt, paste it into Adaptive AI, and see if it can turn this idea into a working personal agent dashboard. Now, I pasted the prompt into Adaptive AI and it actually made the app successfully. Here, as you can see, we have the general section. This is basically the main dashboard where the most important updates from the other sections can appear. Next, there's a calendar section. This is useful for anything that has dates like deadlines, events, or reminders. Then we have the add section feature. This is what makes the agent customizable. Here, I can create different sections depending on what I need, like school, content creation, work, or anything else. There's also a simple settings feature. Right now it's basic, but you will see how it will improve later on. And finally, there's the background checker agent. It can check for important updates, reminders, or deadlines automatically. So for first version, this is already a strong start. But after a while of testing it, I noticed a couple of problems that I want to fix. The first thing I noticed is the color. The app works, but the design feels a little too bland. So the first change I want to make is adding a color theme picker inside the settings tab. No. Now the second problem is that when I add something like a task, deadline, event, or reminder, I can't change its category after it has already been added. So for example right here, I added a task, but I actually wanted to add an event and I can't change it now. So the second change is to allow category editing even after something has already been added. Also, this is supposed to be an AI agent, but it's more like an app at this point. The agent still depends on me opening it, checking everything myself, and organizing things manually. So instead of only having one background checker, I want to add more automation features. Now the last problem is that I can't delete the sections. Like, just look at this mess. Wait, what the fuck is that? Well, anyway, the reason that this is the last problem is because I actually realized it too late that it got that concerning. So yeah, we definitely need that button right there, bro. So to fix all of this, I made ChatGPT to modify the prompt all over again. Like, just look how long this prompt is. If this doesn't work, I'm actually gonna crash out. Anyways, here you can see already the two new agents that runs in the background. Before you had to click a button for this, but now it runs automatically. Here in calendar section, you might not see changes, but it actually has a lot of options in the settings now. But here for the add section, I didn't really make any changes here. But now, as you can see, here you can actually edit everything now, not only the categories, which is pretty cool for an upgrade just by using the prompts from ChatGPT. And finally, look at this, guys. There's a lot of options in the settings now, so this is highly customizable. Let me actually set my desired appearance to show you all that this works. So yeah, I really suggest you guys to try this as well.